Boom. All right, so before we get started, it'll be helpful if I know this. Can you raise your hand if you are an agent? Okay, and then loan officers? Awesome. Oh, both. Most people here are agents, and we got some loan officers as well. That helps a ton. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started, and welcome everybody. My name is Woo, and if you showed up today, I'm gonna show you how you can charge 3, 4, 5% commission when everybody else is discounting their commission down to 1%. Wouldn't that be nice? Who would like that? Everybody, right. And so the title of today's conversation is The Modern Agent Brand. And don't worry, if you're a loan officer, the same thing applies to you. And the main topic is, how do we win in this AI and Google-driven market? You guys showed up today because you believe in online presence and how important that is in your business, correct? Right. My name is Woo, and I'll introduce myself in a second here. But before we dive in, I want to kind of clarify something here. Does anybody here know what brand actually means? What the heck does brand? Everybody says build your brand, build a personal brand. What does that actually mean? Does anybody know? What differentiates you?
Yes.
Right. So does anybody here know where the term brand come from? Like where did it originate from? No? Okay, I think, yeah, you're smirking, so you probably know. So it comes from when people literally used to sear a side of a cattle with their logo on it. And brand directly influences how people behave when they hear your name. Let me give you an example. If I have a cow and I brand it with my name on it, Woo Kim, and then I lose the cow, my cow is just roaming around the city of LA. And if Carrie finds my cow, because Carrie likes me, what do you think Carrie will do? When she sees the cow, she's gonna call me and say, hey Woo, I found your cow, come get it. But what if my enemy found that cow with my name on it? What do you think that person would do? Erase the brand, eat it, it's gonna be dinner for the next 3 weeks. Right, and so brand literally influences how people behave when they hear your name. So there's good branding and there's bad branding. We're gonna talk about both. So let me give you some examples. Simply put, branding just means it's an association between your business and whatever action it is you want people to take. Let me make it real. Let me give you some examples. So just remember, your business and an action you want people to take. Let's talk about Coca-Cola. Their entire branding is when you want to have something yummy, you grab a Coca-Cola and then you drink yum. Would you guys agree? Yeah, it's an action they want you to take. You drink yum. Another example, North Face, the jacket brand. You guys know what that is, right? What's their brand? What do they tell people to do with their branding? Stay warm. They show people, hey, people that climb the Mount Everest, they wear our jacket. So if you want to stay warm on the way to work, wear our jacket. That's their branding. They want people to take this action, which is stay warm by wearing our stuff. Or let me give you a real estate specific example. Mila Piso, many of you may not know her. She's the #1 agent in this city called, or in this village called Laguna Woods. It's a community within Laguna Hills. For her, her branding is, she wants people to buy and sell in Laguna Woods Village, right? So whether you're a real estate professional, you're a clothing company, you're a coffee shop, you're a lawyer, everybody has a brand. It's just how strong and how good is your brand. So does that make sense? Brand is an association between your thing, your business, and an action you want people to take. I just want to make sure that's super clear before we move on, yeah? Okay, most people are nodding their head. Amazing. So who is this guy? You're probably looking at this Asian kid and you're wondering, why should I listen to you? I gotcha. My name is Woo and I own a company called LynkMe and I'm the founder of it. And over our career, we've been known in the real estate industry as the online presence specialists. And I was able to help about 3,000 real estate professionals nationwide. And I grew my team from 1 person to 10 in less than 2 years. And if you're still wondering, why should I listen to you? I gotcha. We help real estate professionals build premium personal brands. What does that mean? It means you look legit when people search you online. When's the last time you guys searched for something online? Probably yesterday. Restaurant, Amazon product, termite inspector, car detailer, whatever the case may be, 99% of the people, they go online and they search for it. That means clients are pre-sold to work with you even before the appointment. If you have a strong brand, clients, when they search you, and they see that you have a strong brand, they're pre-sold into working with you. This is exactly how a company like Yeti, you guys know what Yeti is? Yeah, it's like the cup company, Hydro Flask. Yeti is literally able to charge 7 times the price for the same cup simply by having their logo on it. And people still buy. Like I can find the cup on Amazon for $7. Yeti charges $55. But people still buy Yeti because of 2 reasons. Number 1, they want the status and they want to be able to tell their friends, family, and coworker that they own a Yeti. Number 1 is status. Number 2, they just assume Yeti's products are premium and they're happy to pay the premium price. That's what having a brand does for you. So we're going to talk about that. We've built hundreds of real estate brands in the last 3 years. And so in the coming slides, I want to show you everything that I learned. So you can literally just copy, paste, plug and chug into your own business. And for a few people in this room today who want our help with building your brand, I'll show you how you can talk to our team afterwards. I want you to know, I'm not here to sell anything today. It's all value. So leave your credit cards in your wallet. I don't need it today. I'll get it eventually, but not today. Here's what you'll get out of this presentation. Number one, I want to show you what good and bad branding looks like visually, so you can literally see with your eyes. And I got my 3 volunteers right here. Natalie, Bill, and Steve, right? No. Enrique, you're Steve. My apologies. Natalie, Bill, Enrique. For my volunteers, I'm gonna pull your business on Google live. I'm gonna invite you up to the stage and I will give you feedback on your brand live today. And if you want to volunteer after what you see what I do for them, you're welcome to come up too. So let's start with part 1, and my gift to you is this. Like I mentioned, today's about value. I want to pour into you, you're gonna get so much value, and I'm gonna give you a gift. That gift is worth more than a brand new set of AirPods, and is worth less than a jet ski. So I'll cover more on it later. Stay until the end to find out. So I got this quote from NAR, and let me know if you guys agree. They say they did consumer studies on this, and they found 90% of potential clients research you before giving you a call. Would you guys think that's accurate? Yeah, absolutely. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Can everybody pull out your cell phone right now? Some of you know where this is going. Pull out your cell phone, and I need you to go to Google or whatever browser you use, Safari's fine too, and I need you to type in your first name, last name, realtor. If you're a lender, put in lender or loan officer, whatever your title is. First name, last name, your title. For most people, it'll be realtor. And see what shows up. I'll give you guys about 30 seconds to check you out online. This is what referrals, the son and daughters of the client that you sold or bought, that's what they're doing. You showed up on his search? We'll talk about that.
That's how good I am.
That's good for you. Hey, yeah. Heck yeah. And I want you to pay attention just on the first page and actually click through the first few links that show up and see how you're being displayed on each platform. Yeah, on the first page, correct. Yeah, click through a few links and see how you're being displayed on each platform. Take a look at your name, your bio, your headshot, all of that. I'll give you guys about 30 seconds. I see people smiling. That's a good sign. I see people not smiling, and that's okay. We'll fix it. We're pretending to be a prospect. Maybe I just got off the phone with you, you called me, or maybe you just door knocked on me, or maybe I just got your mailer and I Googled your name just to check you out. And give me a thumbs up if you've done so I know where everybody's at, okay? I'll wait 15 more seconds. What's going on?
No, there's a guy that has my exact name.
Uh-huh.
And he's in the same brand. And I got a listing from his Instagram last month.
Yes, very good. We're gonna talk about that today.
Central California.
Okay, good. That's one of the things we're talking about today, when there's a mismatch of branding. Most people go, yeah? Okay, I'm gonna ask you 3 questions. Please answer them honestly. No one's here to judge, we're here to help. Question number 1 is visibility. When you Googled yourself and you showed up, can you raise your hand? Great, almost everybody, perfect. Sometimes, especially as a new agent, this is what sucks. You Google yourself and there's another agent from a different brokerage with the same first and last name that show up before you. Tough as a new agent. But if that's you, the only thing we have to do is rebrand. So for example, if you Googled my full name is Woo Kim. If you Google that right now, you're gonna see this golfer by the name of Shi Woo Kim. Yeah, I'm never gonna beat the guy. He's a national golfer. He's a champion. I'm never gonna beat him. So what I had to do is I rebranded to LynkMe. So we no longer want people to Google us. We want them to Google our brand name. This is if you saw someone else when you Googled yourself. All right, so number 2 is social proof. What's the first thing you guys look at before going to a restaurant? Reviews. What's the first thing you look at before buying between 2 products on Amazon? Reviews and price, right. See, all of us just said we look at reviews. Yet, from my experience with working with real estate professionals, they don't collect reviews on themselves. And I just want to let that sink in. The first thing we look for are reviews, yet we sometimes forget to collect reviews on ourselves. And so, who here, when you Googled your name, saw reviews? Raise your hand. Okay, about half the room. Amazing. We're talking about Zillow reviews, Realtor.com reviews, Yelp reviews, Facebook business page reviews, Google business page reviews. If you didn't see any reviews that showed up, here's exactly what I need you to do in the next 60 days. First 5 minutes of your day when you wake up, your job literally becomes this. You reach out to 2 people in your circle, whether they're your friends, family, colleagues, like your lender, title rep, your escrow officer, your TC, your broker, other fellow agent friends you've done business with. Your job is to reach out to them and say, hey, let's exchange reviews. Let's make a professional comment about our work ethic or a character. Here's my review link. Craziest part. If I went to you and I said, let's exchange reviews. Let me give you a review and you give me a review. Who's gonna say no? Of course not. And so if you just ask 2 people per day for the next 60 days, you're gonna have 120 reviews. Does that feel doable? 2 people per day. Amazing. Great. Last thing is branding. When you guys click through some of the links that show up when you Googled yourself, who here look like the same person on each platform? Can you raise your hand? Okay, couple people. Yeah, we're talking about same headshot, same market, same company, same experience. What I see so often is this. I Google an agent, I go to their website, realtor.com, Instagram, and here's what I see. On their website, they have a picture that's 10 years old. It looks nothing like them in person. On their Instagram, they have a picture with their dog. On realtor.com, they have a picture that's updated. So this is what clients do. They check you out online, Instagram, website, LinkedIn. If you have a different market or a different picture per platform, they're thinking, am I looking at the same person? Confused people online, they don't take any action. So please make sure your branding, like your picture, market, company, are exactly the same on every single platform. And I'll show you an example of that at the end. Now, with that said, I'm gonna ask everybody to put down their phones. Some of you are on TikTok, right down. I'm gonna give you a live audit of 2 real estate agents online. They're real agents. It would have been fun, Carrie, if I picked 2 agents from this room, but I didn't know who was coming. So I just picked 2 random agents, all right? So in this audit, we compare and break down an agent with a strong online presence or weak online presence and an agent with a strong online presence. And we're gonna find out exactly what makes your brand strong online when people search for us, okay? And by the end, at the end of the presentation, you will know exactly what you need to do in order to build a premium personal brand. If that sounds good, can I get a yay? Yay. Yay, got you. So, all right, so we're gonna look at 3 things. When it comes to your online brand, it gets broken into 3 main buckets. First is your Google presence, exactly what you guys just did. Second is your website quality. Third is your social media. We're gonna take a look at all 3, and I'm gonna rate it out of 5. That's the rating scale. Let's start with Google. The main goal here is whenever somebody were to Google our name, Woo Kim Realtor, I'm not a realtor, but as an example, we want to look legit in 5 seconds. Otherwise, they assume we're not legit. So I'm gonna show you how. This is the first agent that I'm gonna audit. You'll notice a lot of the information has been blocked out, including a last name. I Googled Joyce, her last name, Realtor. I blocked out her last name because we're using it as a bad example. So I wanted to protect her identity. Any Joyce in the room? Amazing.
Just in case.
Welcome in. And now we see 3 links that show up when we Google her name. Realtor.com. I can virtually guarantee every agent in this room, if you have your license, you have a Realtor.com. I think it comes with your license or something. Second is LinkedIn. And the last link is some US phone books website that has nothing to do with real estate. Let me ask you this. As a buyer or seller who's considering interviewing this agent, what do you not see that you need to see before calling this agent? Reviews. We don't see any reviews anywhere. And let me show you another thing. What about her picture? I don't even know what she looks like. Chances are, if I'm Googling someone's name, I either have their business card, their mailer, or something like that. So I need to be able to confirm that I'm looking at the right agent as soon as possible. But we're not seeing that here. So for that reason, I'm gonna give it a sad face, all right? Now, let me show you an example of what I want everybody in this room to show up as because you're here today. This is Evelyn, one of our clients. Evelyn T. Realtor is what I Googled. What is the first thing that catches your eye? Her picture. You can immediately put a face next to her name. Right? What's the next thing that stands out to you? Reviews everywhere. She's got 94 5 stars on her Google page, 81 5 stars on Zillow, 3 5 stars on Realtor.com, 13 5 stars on Yelp, her website, EvelynT.com, and her Facebook shows up right here. I want you to quickly note though, this puppy on the right-hand side is called your Google Business Profile. Could you raise your hand if you have one? Okay, half the room. Great. If you didn't raise your hand, I need you to have this. This is called your Google Business Profile. If you don't know how to create one, it's one search away. Search how to create a Google Business Profile. This is absolutely free to create. Here are 4 reasons why you need to have a Google page. Number 1, you guys all said the first thing you saw was her picture, yes? We can immediately show our face. Second thing, we see her market circled on a Google map. We know exactly what our market is in 5 seconds. Third, if we look at her name, it says Evelyn T, Mission Viejo Realtor, 300 plus families served across OC. So there's not a question in my head as to who she is, what market she serves, and why I need to call her. 300 plus families served across OC. And then she has 94 5-star review. You can collect reviews for free. For free. What a great world we're living in. Yeah. All right. So with that, let's put it side by side so we can really compare. Joyce on the left-hand side. We didn't see her website. We didn't see any reviews. We don't know what market she serves. We don't see her face. So I'm going to give it 1 out of 5. The reason why I'm giving her a 1 is because she has LinkedIn. I guess that's kind of professional. She gets 1. Evelyn gets 5 out of 5 for having a personal site, Google reviews everywhere, her picture, everything that shows up, and she obviously looks like she's producing. Is that fair for me to say? Yes. So 5 out of 5. So sir, what was your name again? Robert, let me ask you a question, Robert. Let's assume you're no longer in real estate. You've been an engineer for the past 40 years, okay? And you're looking to sell your home today. Robert would then ask around in his family and circle, hey, what agent did you guys use to sell your home? And let's say Robert gets 2 agents referred to him today. And as a responsible consumer, he would go to Google and research them. Robert, the first agent you Google looks like this. Second agent you Google looks like this. Here's a really hard question. I want you to really think about it, okay? Which one are you calling? You would call this one, right? All jokes aside, everybody would call this an agent. Why would you call this agent over Joyce?
Because I see all the information there, and she sold a lot of properties, a lot of reviews.
Right. She looks like the safe option. Professional. Yeah. Here's what's crazy. Joyce has been in the industry for about 35 years. And Joyce has sold over 700 homes in NorCal. And now, for those of you who don't know what NorCal prices are, it's like 2 point something, like 2.4 million is the average price, which is insane. So you can do the math on how successful this agent is. But online, everybody would agree that they will call this agent. Joyce has done double the volume Evelyn has, but she will get more business by simply fixing her brand online. Does that make sense? And I want to make this super clear point. Are there businesses today who make a lot of money without having a website? Yes. Are there businesses today who literally print money while still using fax machines? Yes. Are there businesses today who don't use AI that still make a lot of money? Yes. But are they making as much as they could? No. That's why I'm here today, and that's why I'm here to help you do. All right, cool. Any questions here so far? Super clear? Awesome. Which one would you hire? You already said Evelyn. So that's Google presence. Next, let's go over to website quality. With the advancement of AI, do you guys know what SEO is? Search engine optimization. Many of you may have heard of it. It's basically making sure you show up on Google. SEO is dying. And here's why. Most people are no longer going to Google. Most consumers, they go straight into ChatGPT or an AI tool and they search, who's the best realtor in my city? And so if your goal was to show up in AI recommendations, your website will do the heavy lifting through what's called GEO, Generative Engine Optimization. That's the newest generation of SEO. So when you're building your website, we want to optimize for AI. AI will read your site more often than actual people will, okay? So here's what I need you to do. First thing first, your domain. Domain is what your website is on. Something like evelynt.com, amazon.com, that's called a domain. Make sure your domain is your first name, last name.com. If somebody already owns that domain, you do your first name, last name, realestate.com, first name, last name, homes.com, first name, last name, realtor.com. You get the point here. We want our name to be in our domain. Second, what's the first thing you guys see when we go here? Evelyn T, her brand. You see, most agents that we work with, they hide behind their brokerage. Yeah. The only branding that we see is Berkshire Hathaway, Keller Williams, Real, EXP. And we don't see their own brand. Please lead with your own branding, all right? Evelyn T. Homes. And the picture that we see is a drone shot of Dana Point. Well, Dana Point is in Orange County, and Orange County is our market. And so when you're designing your site, whatever images, videos that you put, make sure that actually represents your market, all right? And what do we see here? Home valuation. We need to immediately give people call to action as soon as they land. The only reason why people visit your website are they're looking to buy or they're looking to sell, period. That's why they're there in the beginning. So we will ask them 2 questions. Are you looking to buy? Click here. Are you looking to sell? Click here. If I click I'm looking to sell, give me something for free of value that I can get today by giving me your contact info. So for example, if I click on home valuation, This is obviously for people who want to sell. I click this, I'm able to enter my contact info, my address, and she would send me my home, like estimated home value, while getting my contact info, my home address for Evelyn to call me. You may be wondering, well, what about for buyers? This is for sellers. Well, she's a listing agent. She doesn't work with buyers at all. And so, yeah, as we scroll down, what do we see up there? Here's why you need to work with me. And she shows us her stats. 300 plus closed sales, her total volume, price range in our market, average price in our market. And so let's do this. Can you raise your hand if you have been in the industry for more than 5 years? Keep your hands up, more than 10, more than 20, 25, 30. Okay, if you have been in the industry for more than whatever years, your job is to say so. Everywhere people go, your website, LinkedIn, Instagram. I've been in the industry for 15 plus years. Over my career, I've helped 200 plus families or 300 or 100, whatever that number is. Here are 30 cities that I can help you buy and sell real estate in. Here are the list of the cities. I also speak Korean, Spanish, English, Chinese, whatever the case. If you have the stats, the first thing we need to do is just to show the stats. Online, proof will always be greater than promise. Here's what 99% of agents' websites say. We go the extra miles for our clients. We help you buy the dream home. They're all making these promises. But simply all we have to do is literally just state the fact that we've been in the business for 15 years. We've helped this many clients. Here are the cities that we help in. Proof over promise. Always. I want you to remember that. And that picture we saw somewhere before. That's the same picture we saw on our Google page. Consistent headshots so people are not confused. Bio, online lead capture, newsletter capture. So for that reason, I'm going to give it 5 out of 5. Joyce's website, I couldn't find one. And so she may have had a site, but sometimes agents would create a site like this, ochomesforsale.com, lahomesaleforyou.com. If your domain name is not your first name, last name.com, when people type in your name into Google, unless you have really awesome SEO, that site is not going to show up because the site doesn't have your name in it. So that's why I need you to have a site with your name in the domain, yourname.com. All right, 0 out of 5, because I couldn't find one. Sad face. Next, let's take a look at social media. Who here posts consistently on social media? He raised their hand like with such pride, like, love it. I like that. So let's talk about your social media. So this is Evelyn's Instagram. Who here has Instagram? Raise your hand. Most people. Ma'am, you have Instagram?
Not yet.
Not yet. Let's create it today. Yeah. So let's take a look here. That picture we saw somewhere before. Yeah, same picture everywhere. And let me zoom in so you guys can see better. If we look at her bio, it says this. First of all, her username is Evelyn T. Holmes. Here's what I see so often. Carrie, and you can tell this to everybody else in the association. If your Instagram username is something like lemon47 exclamation point, please change it to your first name, last name, Holmes, realtor, or real estate. And I'll show you why in a second. If we look at her bio, what do we see? Proof, the same thing. The same thing we saw on her website. 300 plus families served, her volume, her market, and her contact info. And for most agents, I always see that they don't put their phone number or email in their social media. If my dad were to find you on Instagram or Facebook, he's not looking for a direct message, a DM button to send you. He's looking for a contact information to pick up the phone and give you a call. So please make sure your contact info is in your bio. Next, I'm not a social media expert, but I will tell you what works best over others just from my experience with working with agents. If we look at her feed, you'll immediately notice, does this look like a sales page? No. What I see so often is this, and I understand where they're coming from. Agents would, the entire feed is this. Just listed, just sold, just listed, just sold, just closed, just closed. No one cares. I'm not gonna read that at all because you look like a salesperson. Like, I'm not even gonna follow you. That's the only thing you post. So what I recommend is a mixture of your personal content, like that's her with her family, that's her own post, and also real estate. Just sold. Half and half is what I saw work the best. And just sold. Who here posts like Canva, like PDF flyer? It's like just sold or just listed. Raise your hand. Don't be shy. Like, no? No one? You do video? Yes, great. If you're just posting, hey, just sold, just listed, just closed. It's like, let's just say you follow your dentist on Instagram, okay? And your dentist posts, he posted this. Just cleaned teeth. Just did a root canal. Like, what does that make you feel? It's like, no shit, that's your job. Like, what are we talking about here? Yeah, and so as an agent, the only things that we're posting are just closed, just listed, just listed. It's like, well, I mean, obviously that's kind of your job to a consumer's eye. So what I need you to do instead is tell the story instead. For example, I'll give you 3 ways you can do this. If you just sold a property, instead of just posting a picture, just sold with a price on it, hey, just sold 123 Banana Street, I was able to net my seller 20K over asking price, here's how we did it. And tell this story, because that's what they care about anyways. Or, hey, we just closed escrow closed in 17 days when the average is 45. Here's what we did to close escrow fast. Even if you didn't do anything, like if it was your escrow team, you can still take credit for that. Of course. Or how many people in the room hate filming social media content? I got you. Here's exactly what I want you to do. When you have an open house or just closes, literally give people a virtual tour of the property. Hey, this is our new listing, 123 Banana Street. Here's the front door. Here's the newly remodeled kitchen floor, new flooring. Oh, here's the backyard. Oh, doesn't that look awesome? The best part is you don't even have to be in the video. Like your face doesn't have to be in it. And it'll probably take you 5 minutes, just one shot. Post that with some background music. That's it. And there's a reason why channels like HGTV, they are massive. You guys know what I'm talking about? Why? It's because people just love looking at nice homes through a screen. They will do that all day. And so give people something they already want. Like the market already proved that people love looking at nice homes through a screen. So give people virtual tours. Any questions on content? Let's look at Joyce's Instagram, and I couldn't find it. The reason why I wasn't able to find it, I'm sure she has an Instagram account. I mean, everybody has an Instagram. Her username was probably something like catmother47. I don't know. So please make sure your username has your first and last name in it, because that's what people do to search you. All right? Let's talk about Facebook. Again, what do we see that we saw before? Her picture, her name is the same, and her market's the same. Let me zoom in here so you can see it. This is literally what we saw on her Google page, her website, and her Instagram. Mission Viejo, OC, 18 years of experience, over 300 families served. Same message everywhere. And this is worth noting. Do you guys see her email here? It's evelyn@evelynt.com. It's not. Evelyn sells OC at Yahoo, right? And so my recommendation is, please invest $8 a month to Google Workspace to get a branded domain email address. yourname@yourname.com. $8 a month, cup of coffee a month, so worth it. And I'm not at a brokerage, so I can say this confidently. Please don't use your brokerage email. I'll share you a horror story with you real quick. One of our clients was with Keller Williams, and she switched over to EXP. She was with KW for 15 years. And she switched over to EXP. Once she switched, she lost access to her KW email, which she's been using for 15 years, right? And so what had happened was one of her past clients reached out to her via email, and she had another sale, another listing. But what do you think that client got when she tried to send that agent an email? This email doesn't exist. So she thought she went out of business. The client thought the agent went out of business. And so the agent saw that client posted on their story that they just sold a home, and they called the client and was like, hey, I just saw that you closed your listed or your home or whatever. Why didn't you call me? And the client was like, well, I did. I emailed you, but I thought you went out of business because it said the email does not exist. So please, I beg you, invest $8 a month to Google, get your branded email address you can use for the rest of your career, no matter what brokerage you're at. Does that make sense? Amazing. Let's go over to Joyce's Facebook, and I also couldn't find it. None of these are the Joyce that we're looking at, so yeah, that's out. Another sad face. And let's talk about portals. What do I mean by portals? Platforms like Zillow, Realtor.com, Homes.com. Whether you love Zillow or hate Zillow, they help you win online. How? Your profile page, Zillow reviews, market your past transactions. Here's what I see so often. When I Google an agent, they do have a Realtor.com account, but if I click on it, it says the page is not set up yet. They're missing a picture. They never set it up, and they've been in the business for 17 years. So please, all of your portals like these, Zillow's right here, this is Realtor.com, this is Homes.com. 3 portals that you must be on as a real estate professional. Whether you're a lender or an agent, you need to be on this, and please set it up and make sure your branding is consistent everywhere. Here's an example of what happens when you don't set this up. This is Michael Neff, one of our friends. This is what happens when you don't set up your Realtor.com page. It literally says, looks like this agent's profile isn't ready to view. If a seller were to check you out on Realtor.com, which is very popular among consumers, what does that make you feel on that agent? Yeah, it's like, are you active? Are you still in business? So please make sure every platform is at least set up with your picture, bio, and contact info. I'm not asking for a lot here. Upload your headshot, upload your name, upload your contact info. You don't even have to do anything, just do that. So we don't see this. And also here, this is Homes.com. What do we not see here? His picture. Your Homes.com need to look like this. with your picture enlarged. But this guy doesn't even have his picture, right? So let's put it all together. Joyce, I'm gonna give her 0 out of 5 on her social media because we couldn't find anything. This is what Evelyn's brand looks like. No matter what platform you're looking at, you probably see one consolidated brand everywhere. With her same headshot, same brand, Evelyn T. Holmes, reviews. And as I just proved it to you, on every platform, she has the same core branding message. Mission Viejo, 300 plus families served across OC, 98 5 stars. Instagram, same message. Facebook, same message. Why is this important? Consistency. This is what people do. They go to ChatGPT and they look up, is Evelyn T a good realtor in Orange County? That's what people do when they're searching you. What do you think AI will do when people ask AI that question? They do this. AI will look at your website, your Google page, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your Zillow, and it'll form its opinion. So by having consistent messaging and branding across all platforms, we're manipulating what AI will say when people ask AI about us. I want you to know how insane that is, and you can do that for free. It's crazy. So few agents do this. And I really do believe that's the reason why, what's the stat, like 20% of agents do it like 80% of business? It's because if you are showing up like this online, even before they call you or even before you sit down with them, they're already sold in working with you. Yeah, so that's why I'm here today. I really hope that this has been transferred to your brain. Any questions so far? Don't be shy. If you have a question, other people probably have the same question. Okay, cool. So we took a look at Google, website, and social media, so let's combine it. Joyce got a total score of 1 out of 15. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Social media, do we need to have like a business page or not a personal?
Great question. You know what? Robert, right? That's the number one question agents always ask me. I'm glad someone also asked. Hey, Woo, should I have a personal page or should I have a business page? My answer is this. It just doesn't freaking matter. I like to have it separated. I have a private personal one where you have to request to follow me, and I have a public business page. I don't need y'all to see me at a club Friday, 3 a.m. in the morning taking shots with my boys. I just don't need you guys to see that. So I put that on my private channel. But on my business channel, I post things like this, the videos that I'm taking and things like that. Evelyn has one page, personal and business. I see people crush it with both ways, so don't worry about the account type. Worry about the type of content that you're posting. That's my advice. Great question. Evelyn got a total score of 15 out of 15. That is a 15x in difference, all right? So the bottom line is this. When clients Google you, what do they see? Another example, David Borja, realtor. When I Google his name, I see his picture, I see his market, probate divorce in Riverside, reviews across multiple platforms, his personal site, davidborja.com. But clients don't stop here. They do this. Is David Borja a good realtor with Keller Williams? They actually do this. And let's see what AI says about David. My take, is he a good realtor? Yes. Based on what I found, David Borja appears to be a good realtor with many strong points. He seems honest, communicative, and patient. How does AI know this? It's reading his reviews. Exactly. That's another reason why review is so important. AI literally will read everything about you online. All right. And then it says this. If I were you, I would feel comfortable interviewing him or getting a consultation. So if you're the buyer or the probate client, whatever, and you do your research, he looks like this on Google, and this is what AI says. What are the chances that you're going to pull through with this agent? High. Yeah. He seems like a safe option for me. Or for Joyce. This is what we saw on Google for Joyce. This is what AI says about Joyce. Is Joyce, her last name with her company, a good realtor? This is what AI says. What I didn't find, or gaps, I didn't find a lot of detailed recent reviews, and then it gives me a warning sign. Things to check or confirm. Because I didn't find many recent detailed client reviews, you'll want to ask referrals or past clients to hear their experience. What's the average home price in your market? Someone yell it out. 1.2. If I'm gonna trust somebody to sell my $1.2 million worth of asset and I see this, what are the chances of that seller pulling through with this agent? Yeah, no, it really is 0. Because why? There's so many other agents I can research. Yeah, so if I see something like this, she's already out. So this is an example of your branding not working in your favor, all right? So does what your clients see represent you the way you want to be represented? In this case, the answer is a no. Is that clear? Awesome. So from the 2 examples, I hope I made it clear as to how your brand either works for you, like Evelyn, or against you, like Joyce. And so part 1, I promised you that I'll show you what good and bad branding looks like. Did I deliver on that promise?
You did.
Amazing. Now, part 2, my brave volunteers. Please come on up. Let's start with Bill. You want to start? Sure. All right, Bill, please give it up for Bill, everybody. Thank you. Bill, I'm going to have you go to the podium right here. And Bill, please introduce yourself with your full name, years of experience, and your market, primary market, in terms of like, geographical areas.
Okay, my name is Bill Lineberger. I go by Bicycle Bill because I go door to door on the bicycle, handing out my notepads, and I've been doing it that way for 25 years. I work mainly in the East, North Valley, San Fernando Valley, and I'm currently an agent with Mission Real Estate in San Fernando.
How long have you been in the industry?
25 years.
25 years. So Bill is no average agent. He's got 25. You've been doing this for almost as long as I've been alive. I'm 28, which is amazing. Over 2 decades of experience. So Bill, 25 years of experience, your primary market is San Fernando Valley, correct?
Yes.
And then is your branding Bicycle Bill?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Google your name. Do you go by William or Bill online?
I go by Bicycle Bill.
Bicycle Bill? Okay. Bicycle Bill, San Fernando Valley. This is what clients will do. They'll Google whatever your branding name is. For most people, it's your first and last name. For someone like you and me, it's our brand name. Bicycle Bill and me, LynkMe. So here's what I'm gonna Google. Bicycle Bill, San Fernando Valley. All right, let's take a look. All right, so let's take a look at what shows up here. The first thing we see is his Facebook with a review. Second thing we see is his Instagram. I can immediately see his picture. Let me scroll down here. Let's see. And that's about it. So guys, we're here to help Bill. You guys tell me, online, does his brand represent the brand that he actually owns with 25 years of experience? No. Why? Lack of reviews? Okay, good. No, I like this a lot, Bill, because I do see your branding super clear, and that is the first thing that show up. But Bill, right now, you show up with 1 review. So online, if I didn't know you've been in the industry for 25 years, in my mind, you look like a new agent. Is that fair for me to say? Yeah. So Bill, for you, the main strategy becomes this. I need you to, for the next 60 days, literally do this. 2 people per day ask for a review. For someone like Bill with 25 years of experience, I need to see a minimum of 105 stars. Yeah. And also, I notice you don't have a Google business profile. So just as an example, I'll show you another client of ours. I need your Google page to show up like this on the right-hand side immediately with reviews. And your site also, do you have a site, website?
I don't know.
Then we gotta fix that. So your site,
A lot of fixing.
your site needs to show up as bicyclebill.com. That's the first thing. All right. Let me take a look at one more thing for you, Bill. Let me take a look at your Facebook. All right. I see your name, realtor serving San Fernando Valley, says 1999. That is amazing. That same message needs to go into your website, your Google page, and everywhere else. Let me take a look here. Yeah. See, Bill. All I see is San Fernando Valley. Your biggest leverage, Bill, is the fact that you've been doing this for 25 years. That's your leverage. That needs to be on every single platform. It's missing right here.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it looks like you do have a site. BicycleBillHomes.myagent.site. Let me take a look at here. Yeah, Bill, as a consumer, the site you're looking for has been shut down. As a consumer, if I visit this page, Bill, and I want to help you, you just immediately lost trust with me. Because it looks like
Out of business. or
yeah,
something,
right. It's been shut down. So I need you to either, like, if you don't have a website, don't even put this link on your social media, first place. Second, actually have a site, bicyclebill.com, and when people visit it, they clearly see that you've been doing this for 25 years, your market. How many families have you served? It's roughly.
Probably 300.
300 plus families served. Boom. And you instantly look legit. All right. If you want to go a deeper dive, I'll show you how you can talk to our team, but give it up for Bill, everybody. Thank you. Natalie, come on up. You're next.
Oh, Jesus whiz.
All right, same thing for you. Please introduce yourself, years of it in the industry, and your primary market.
Good afternoon or good morning. We're still morning. Good morning. Natalie Blancardi with Beverly & Company. I've been in the business for 25 years. And my area of expertise is the San Fernando Valley, but now is Santa Clarita.
Okay, so 25 years like Bill, and Santa Clarita is your new market.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess a lot of your platforms will still say San Fernando Valley.
Probably.
So let's update that. Natalie, can you spell your full name for me?
Natalie.
Natalie.
Lie. And the last name is BLA.
BLA.
NCA.
NCA.
RDI.
RDI. Realtors. You said Santa
Just
Clara.
don't put San Fernando.
Okay, I'll just do realtor. Let's see what happens.
Because I don't think it'll come out anything with San Fernando.
Okay. All right, give it up for Natalie. What do we see immediately? Her picture, professional picture. Bill, this is what I'm talking about. I need you to have the same thing. And she's got 5 reviews here. Santa Clara, you updated it. Great job, proud of you. 5-star here. We see our contact info immediately. So all I have to do is just click this and I'm already on the phone with you. Awesome. Realtor.com, and it looks like that's your personal site. Yeah, amazing. Homes.com, Instagram, Zillow. Looking very strong here. But with 25 years of experience, what are we not seeing again? Reviews. 5 reviews convey what online? Right. In your own words, it conveys Right. So we gotta bump that up. Same thing that Bill's gonna do, reaching out to our colleagues, past clients, all of that. Let's take a look at your site for you, Natalie. Natalie is reselling LA. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's one of the things you made me realize that I have to change. Yes.
Yeah. So the first thing that I would say is either with 25 years of experience, Natalie has been serving X market with X number of families immediately. And I see looking to buy, looking to sell, amazing. Let me scroll down here. All right. ResellingLA.com. All right, we're buying or selling. There's a video here, testimonials, market update. Guys, what am I not seeing? Her picture, reviews, what else? The most important thing that we talked about today, her stats. For all I know, you could be a brand new agent. I don't see that, like, here's what it needs to say. 25 plus years of experience. How many families would you say you've helped?
25 years, I don't know, over 300.
Over 300? 300 plus families served across this market. Here are 30 cities that I can help you buy and sell real estate in. Also, I can review 6,000 listings every month available in the MLS for you. Do you speak any other languages?
Yes, I do.
What languages do you speak?
Another 4.
Another 4?
Yeah.
So I speak 4 languages. Here's the list. Because languages, I notice, is one of those things where my dad doesn't speak English that well. There's no way he's hiring an agent that doesn't speak Korean. It is what it is. He just can't communicate. So if you speak some other language, please say so, because just because you speak that language, you can get that client.
You're right.
Yeah. So stats right away. Reviews, stats, and let me just take a look at your Realtor.com. Beverly Hills, and Zillow also says Beverly Hills, so we're gonna change that. All right, same picture, amazing. This one actually says 25 years, amazing. Bio, fully set up. Great job. Happy.
Thank you.
The only thing that I recommend for you are reviews and website.
Yeah.
Website, it's gotta sell you like
I
Yeti.
need to change the website. I need to change the domain name too. I think I just need to put it as my name.
Yes,
I
correct.
have them both.
Domain is like $12 a year. So yes, yeah. All right, give it up for Natalie.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, our last brave volunteer, please come on up.
Oh, this will be easy.
All right, let's do name, years in the industry, primary market.
Enrique Arias, 28 years, Santa Clarita, San Fernando Valley, Antelope Valley. I don't do social media. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Instagram. I have Pinterest.
Okay, that's something.
Probably 400, 500 families I've moved and stuff over the years. I get all my stuff from referrals, past clients, and accountants and lawyers.
Perfect. That's amazing. 28 years, 500 plus families solved. And Enrique.
You're gonna see a guy from Central California. I call him Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan?
Yeah. I sent him $500 last month.
Because he referred you. What's your last name? Last name again?
Arias. A-R-I.
A-R-I?
A-S.
A-S? That's it?
No.
Huh?
An author.
No, that's how you spell your last
Yeah,
name?
that's it.
Yeah? Okay.
There he is.
There we go. So, Enrique.
Isn't that great?
You look younger for sure with a different race, I believe.
I'm a time traveler.
Enrique has 28 years of experience and helped over 500 families. When we Google his name, the first thing we see is a wrong agent. Different Enrique. So here's what happens so often. If someone else shows up like this, he might even be getting calls from your referrals calling him accidentally. So Enrique, good news for you. This agent only has 9 reviews on Google, which means we can absolutely beat this guy and have our Google page show up first as long as we optimize your Google page.
People love his Instagram.
But it's not your Instagram.
I have the same phone number for 35, 40 years.
I think he likes it more than himself.
I think he's great. I got him $30,000 last month. Thank you.
So Enrique, imagine this. This is what's happening online, yet still you're crushing it. Imagine what would happen if your online brand was dialed in, where everything was customized to you and they didn't see another Enrique online.
Yeah, my only thing is I won't do Facebook. I don't care how many cats you have. Just not into it.
Great.
All those reels, all that.
Yeah. I totally agree. You guys are busy closing deals. That's why our company exists, because they don't want to do that themselves. Yeah. So first thing is your Google page, and let's just take a look at the first 2 links. So these 2 are you, right? I don't know if it's you, man. I don't see your headshot. So
I agree with you.
yeah. Let's set this up, headshot, and it looks like there's no bio. So looking at this page, do you guys see the 28-year veteran with 500 plus family soft? No. And let's take a look at your Zillow. Yeah, there you are. Enrique, I'll be real because I like you. This headshot screams dinosaur.
It is.
So if you have a headshot that looks blurry or looks outdated, all you have to do is take a selfie, upload it to ChatGPT, tell them this. Create a professional headshot based on my selfie and use that.
Yeah.
You don't have to walk into a studio, pay $1,000 to get a headshot done. Yeah, all right? And Enrique, you just have 2 reviews. I don't have to tell you.
I have reviews. I'm shocked.
All right, I see 28 years here. Let's take a look at your site. All right,
Yeah,
Enrique, let's fix this.
no shockers.
Yeah.
You
So,
have a card?
so I think you know exactly what needs to happen. So yeah, more reviews, site optimization. Let's have a brand that actually feels premium online. Great, give it up for Enrique, everybody. All right, we're gonna close it out and let me set you guys up with some gifts. All right, so we went through the volunteers and I promised you that in 5 seconds a consumer decides if you're legit. Did I show you that's real? Yes. Great. So here's what we do in case you haven't put that together. We do that. We breathe that every single day. So what we do is we make sure everything buyers or sellers see when they research you gets optimized, and we help you build a premium brand in 60 days or less, done for you. Because a lot of agents are busy. You don't have the time to invest into your online stuff. That's why our business exists. And the outcome of that is you look like a top tier agent when anyone Googles you in 60 days or less. And just to show you that I'm not just all talks, let me show you what that actually looks like. Agent brand transformation. Let's start with Michael. Michael is an agent in the Bay Area, expensive luxury market. Before, he looked like this. Brokerage site, realtor.com missing information. Google looks like this. Many people looking at this, can you tell, well, would you categorize him as a premium top producer or like a new part-time agent? The second, right. And so if this is you gotta look something like this everywhere. So just by fixing his brand online, this is how we become the Yeti. Because a lot of top producers, they're busy closing deals, they're not doing this. So really important here, let me pause here for a sec. As a new agent, if you don't have impressive stats like Enrique for 28 years or 500 families helped, borrow from the brokerage. Here's why you need to work with Michael Neff. #1 office in the Bay Area, $4.4 billion as a team last year, 51 national volume rank nationwide, 3,000 transactions done in 2025 alone, borrowing from the brokerage. People that's reading this are not thinking, that's not your stats, that's your brokerages. They're not thinking that. They're looking at this and thinking, you're the Yeti. It is what it is. All right. Another example. This is a real producer. She does about 20 million in sales volume per year. Before, she looked like just another Berkshire Hathaway agent. And that's why she came to me and she's like, woo, make me look luxury online. This is what she looked like, where her headshot not professional. It's like a selfie in front of a building. Everywhere you see, like Realtor.com is not set up. This is what 20 million producers look like, right? Everywhere we look at, we see Berkshire Hathaway, Berkshire Hathaway, Berkshire Hathaway. Looks like just another Berkshire Hathaway agent. Now she looks like this. Every platform conveys the same brand, ShellyBanco.com or Shelly Banco Homes. And we see her stats, top 3%, 300 plus families solved, 20 million plus last year. That is how we fix our brand online, all right? One more example, Mark. This has got a top 1% by Real Trends nationwide, before and after. And I think you guys have a pretty clear picture of what your image does to your reputation online, all right? And yeah, this guy's a top 1%, and he's got about 46% as repeat clients, which is awesome. Okay, so here's who we work with. We understand what not for everyone. We're built for serious agents. And so here are the people that we work with. We work with people and businesses that are in this category, doing 5 million in sales volume per year or plus, get all of their clients from referrals, repeats, and reputation. Why? It's because if you get all of your clients from here, you proved your in-person reputation to be amazing. Now, all we have to do is match your online presence to match that. Know they're losing trust when sellers Google them and want to finally build a brand they always dreamt of. All right, so here's my gift to you. Everybody in this room are gonna get this. My team and I are going to rip you apart online. What do we mean by that? We'll take a look at your Google presence, your site, your branding, your social media, and we'll give you a score out of 10 per platform. And we'll tell you, fix this. Exactly what to fix per platform. Would you guys like that?
Yes.
Yes, amazing. And I'm also going to give you a copy of today's slides. So if you would like that, scan this QR code with your camera. It's going to have a short form. Fill it out so I know who's who. And if you want to talk to our team, there's going to be this question as the last question asking you, do you want a 60-minute call with our team? Click yes, and our team will reach out to you to book a call. If you click no, we're not going to bother you. So if you want to call, just say yes. And if you qualify, you go directly to my calendar where you can talk to our team. And while people are filling out the form, I'll answer any questions you guys may have. Anything unclear today? Anywhere I lost you? Any questions you have?
You were enlightening, actually.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes.
What's it run to have your presence be from before to the after, like the whole setup?
Yeah. So
monthlies and all that kind of thing, is it?
great question. Yeah. So the total investment for like a typical branding projects that we do run anywhere from 8 to 9.5K thousand.
Monthly?
No, one time.
Oh.
One time. And afterwards, for updates like maintenance, it's $97 a month. Yes.
What if everything else, I'm pretty much up to date?
Okay.
The website, I have a problem. I do have a website,
Okay. But you have a problem with it?
but it needs to clean up.
Oh, okay.
Just do that one item, or do you have to do everything?
Great question. The price that I just gave you is the price for doing everything. But not everybody needs everything. So if you just need a component of that, then yeah, we can a la carte it.
And how much would that be?
Oh, it depends on like how much work.
1,500.
Yeah, so if you have a specific problem, like for example with your website, book a call with me and I'll see what's wrong and I'll be able to tell you, okay, to fix this, this is what you're looking at.
This Friday, we're taking shots together.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, go ahead.
Those websites with the, like, you know, the ocean scenes with the waves and all that stuff, don't they bog down on phones and stuff like that, or? Like when you, like I notice when I go to certain websites.
Yeah.
And when they have video or what have you attached to them.
Okay.
It seems like they don't want to load quickly.
Oh, great question. You're asking the technical question now. So here's what we do. We don't post a video as the first thing. You want to have it as a picture, so it loads fast. And the video plays once the picture loads. Yeah, and then there's also speed optimization that goes into it, which I'm not even gonna get into, I don't wanna bore you. But just know that we have a team of 10, and 3 of them are web developers in-house. We crush sites, yeah. So, great question though. What's up, Natalie?
No, it was an eye-opener. I mean, honestly, I think that I appreciate what you did, because you made us see exactly what we need to do, and I've got to go back and do some homework. But yeah.
Yep, we'll send you that PDF via email.
Yeah.
Take a look at it.
Yeah.
Our team will send it to you today. And if you just do everything we tell you to do, you'll be golden. Yes.
For the last 12 months, that's residential and commercial, or just
Total, yeah. Yeah, the reason why I ask you that is because there are different strategies depending on what stage you're in. So for example, we worked with a Teresa Fuller team. Anybody here know who that is? Yeah, she's got 26 agents in Pasadena. They're the #1 team in Pasadena. As a team owner, the advice that I'm gonna give her is completely different than an individual agent doing $5 million a year, because she's doing hundreds every year, right? So that's why I asked you that question. Great question. And yeah, Teresa Fuller team, we updated their entire team, 26 agent, and they look amazing. Yeah, I'm so happy for them. Yeah. Carrie, any questions while people are filling out the form? No? Yes.
So I was thinking about when you were talking about your dad, like he's primarily going to do
Korean.
with somebody who speaks Korean.
Correct.
Right? So here's where I struggle.
Yeah.
I have a dominant presence in the African American community with NAACP and a number of primarily African American nonprofits. So my hesitation has been I want to tap into that and advertise more skewed to that. But DEI is in the crosshairs. So how would you attack that? It's my niche, it's my gold mine, but I don't want to alienate.
You don't want to box yourself in.
Right.
Yeah, that's honestly something that I hear all the time. It's like, hey, I want to show up as the #1 agent in Laguna Hills, but I also don't want to lose business because they only see that I'm doing Laguna Hills. Here's my advice to you, and I've seen this happen all the time. If you commit to your niche, let's just say it's the African American community, for example, and you show up as the #1 recommended agent for that specific niche, where you committed everything online to say just that, you will get way more business just by showing up as the #1 agent than trying to appeal to everybody else. Yeah, it's true, because I know that because someone like Mila Pisa, which we're working with right now, she only sells to one community in a city, Laguna Woods Village. It's a one community. She sold over 500 homes in that community. Why? It's because when people ask who's the best realtor in Laguna Woods, she shows up. So if it's literally like for AI recommendations, if you show up as the #1 person for that niche, you get probably 10 times the business as you would get if you try to appeal to everybody. That's why I'm so big on niches. And just so you know, I'll never tell you to do something that I wouldn't do myself. My niche is real estate. Can I do the same thing for attorneys? Yeah. Can I do it for plumbers? Yeah. But I only work in real estate, and it's because we want to be the #1 recommendation in real estate. And so it's going to take time before you show up as the #1 because you need that proof, right? But I promise you, if you just stuck through with it and committed to your niche, you will get so much business, then you'll know what to do with it. I promise. Great question. Yes.
I have a really silly question, but I think it's a good question.
Yes.
I want to find I don't like sticking to a particular area, say. I find it very boring.
I already know what I'm going to tell you.
But I teach Italian, and I want to focus mainly on Italian descendants or whatever. And how do I do that?
Great question. You don't have to commit to an area niche. You don't have to just sell in LA or Hollywood Hills. You can niche in probate in the entire California. You can niche down into divorce sales in the entire California. You can niche to Italian communities in the entire California. So geographical niche is one example of a niche, but you don't have to just commit to one area. You can have different niches, Italian speaking communities, probate, trust sales, short sales, whatever the case may be. As long as you have one single focus, that's all you need online.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so it doesn't just have to be area.
That's giving me food for thought.
Yes. All right, well, thank you guys so much for coming today. I appreciate it. Thank you.